Yes then guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel for another how-to video on BMX riding. Now this one is by popular demand, the To Tuck Nohander. One of my favourites, and I can understand why it's popular because it looks absolutely sick and in my opinion, a skatepark riding essential trick to learn. So pay close attention to all the tips and tricks I give you, and in no time you'll be spreading those wings and flying throughout the skate park on all kinds of ramps, and yeah, just impress your friends, impress your family. That's what I'm saying. Let's go learn a no-hander. Boom. Whoa, hold your horses. I know you guys are super stoked to learn the no-hander with me, but can I just spend a little moment expressing my gratitude towards Dragon Energy for supporting me, supporting the channel, everything that I do, and obviously Adrenaline Alley for letting me film these how-to videos for you guys to learn new tricks. So if you haven't been here yet, have you been hiding under a rock? Where have you been? And if you are coming here, comment down below, let me know, let's have a session, let's go. Right guys, so let's break down the no-hander. First of all, you want to find yourself a nice fly out or a ramp that you're comfortable with that gives you plenty of space, so you haven't got to worry about hitting anything in the course of learning this trick. You know, a fly out is perfectly fine, that's how I learned it. Just a ramp that will give you a good 2-3 foot of air so you can practice the steps and then putting them together like a jigsaw. So find yourself a good fly out or a jump box if you're comfortable jumping a jump box. And yeah, that being said, let's learn the no-hander. The first step of learning no-hander, once you've found a ramp you're comfortable with and you've got a good couple of feet of air, you're comfortable, you feel stable on the bike, the first step of learning the trick is actually, to me, probably the most important to get it right, so we avoid all sketchy situations, which is pulling the bars into the lap. Hence why the full name of this trick is called a tuck no-hander. First of all, you need to tuck, and then we'll work on getting the hands off. So tucking the bars means you're gonna come up the lip, slightly leant back, but not enough to loop out. So when you lean back, it sends your front wheel up in the air, which means it's there, it's in the air, and it's easier to pull into your lap. And once you figure out how to pull the bars into your lap, literally, you are in control of your BMX. It will do what you want it to do. So if you're pulling it into the lap, that is exactly what it's going to do. So you need to manhandle the BMX and pull them into your lap. And when I say into your lap, I mean there. So your knees are tight against your head tube, which stops your bike from wobbling about all over the place, but also your upper part of your leg is resting on your handlebars here, so they cannot move. So once you take your hands off, your bars are going to be exactly where you left them. They're not going to move, they're not going to get, you know, a bit wibbly wobbly, so you miss a hand and stuff. That's where things get sketchy. So this is why it is crucial to get the tuck part absolutely dialed. That's nice and tight, it's going nowhere. That's tight against your lap, that's going nowhere. And some people, that's enough. You can then take your hands off because the bars are going nowhere, which is fine. But for me, when I do it, to stop me looping out, because you've pulled back, you need to counterbalance the gravitational, the center balance. So once you've pulled up, you can then bring it back down. So I pull up, but then I bring my torso, my upper part of my body, over the bars, which again is another level of stopping your bars from moving. So you've pulled in, they're tight, that should be enough, but if you want to go a step further, lean forward. And then they're definitely going nowhere, and then it's down to you, you know, where your hands go. It's, you know, that's riding style preference. I mean, I don't like the onion pickers or the carrot pickers, whatever you want to call them, you know. And some people, obviously, when they do it, they can dislocate their shoulders and spread their wings right back. For me, as long as my arms get full extension, I'm happy with the trick. You know, and if it helps you guys, find yourself a flat bit of ground, lay on your back and just focus on the motion of doing so. If that helps you guys, then by all means, do what you gotta do. The hardest part dialed, which is the tuck, like genuinely, that is the hardest part to get dialed, because that is the make or break of the trick, whether you're gonna land it or you're gonna absolutely eat it. You know, getting the tuck dialed and then maybe take one hand off. And once you've got one hand off, you'll figure out that you might as well have took two hands off. So then you've took one hand off and now you're taking both hands off. And literally, you're in the trick, you're flying. Now it's time to land it. So you've got your hands off like this, you bring your hands back in, you grab the bars and you pull them out, ready for landing. So you can't land tucked like that. It's gonna get super sketchy. You're gonna land back wheel, maybe loop out. Not so bad if you're on a fly out, but if you're sending it on a jump box, I do recommend when you tuck, you lean forward, because then you're already in the position, you just gotta move the bike to it. So you lean forward, grab the bars, pull them out. Pull them out of your lap, and then by pulling them out of your lap, your cranks will also level out, and you've just landed yourself a no-hander. Practice, 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 practice. Do not give up. Once you start learning this trick, once you've watched this video once, you need to comment down below when you've landed it. There is no half-heartedness. We've got to full send it, and yeah, tuck no-hander. So I'm going to show you guys a few of my tuck no-handers. We've got this step up here, which is ideal to practice starting to dip the front end in when you land. So it's not quite fly out, but it's not quite a jump box either. So we're sort of in the middle. So let's do some no-handers. This is a super stylish trick. You can literally add tricks into it, add tricks out of it. The progression and variations of the tuck no-hander are literally limitless. And the beauty of it is, literally no two riders can do the same trick, if that makes sense. Each person's no-hander is slightly different. It has their own little sauce on it. So that's why I love this trick. So you can learn it from like people, but don't worry about copying them, because that trick will then become your own, and that's the beauty of BMX. It's freestyle, baby, so let's go. You've mastered this trick and it didn't actually take you that long to learn. You maybe learn no-hander airs on a quarter pipe, or 360 no-handers, you know, or no-handers to fakie. Like, there is so many variations of this trick. If you hadn't noticed the pattern already, every Tuesday I'm dropping a how-to for the next year. Let's go.